I'd like to say all praise to the Most High, strong one of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yeah, I've been sitting back listening to this old cat named his elder from Allah and Me No More. This dude, he's claiming that he's the only one the Most High is dealing with, and if you ask him any questions on what he's bringing out, he come at you with a lot of crazy talk. I'm getting sick of hearing all this stuff from this man. When I sit there and I watch him mislead people through the scriptures. I made a video called Jethro Was Not a Levite, after I asked him questions on his video where he was trying to say that Jethro was Levite priest. And I took my video down because I said, well, this dude's an elder. I ain't want to riff. He's against JC. So I gave this dude a pass on it. But man, I'm like, man, forget all that, man. You wicked, man. Let's go to the scriptures, man. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 15. And it reads, the way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. So basically, when you telling people, man, they can't even ask you questions, that's how our fellow brothers and sisters that's coming out of Christianity, they can get a clear understanding on things. You can't just shoot somebody down because they got a question for you. What kind of watchman is that? What kind of leader is that? What kind of teacher is that? According to the Most High. I'm going to go to another scripture. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 16. Okay. And it reads, letting it clear up a little bit, y'all. A wise man feareth and departeth from evil, but a fool rageth and is confident. You wasn't there when the Most High taught me. He gave this to me. I got the right word. Yeah, you're not Hebrew. For one, how can anybody say who's Hebrew or not? All we could do is, hope we in that third part. We don't know. Yeah, we could go by our parents, but the bottom line, you still, the Most High is the one who's going to call out and do the gathering and the separating. For you to sit up there and say somebody ain't Hebrew or somebody's not an Israelite because they don't agree with you, man, who you think you is, nigga? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go to another scripture. Proverbs chapter 25. Let me see. Verse 9. And get it better. I'm trying to get this. Okay. It said, debate thy cause with thy neighbor himself, and discover not a secret to another, lest he that heareth it put thee to shame, and thy infamy turn not away. A word fitly spoken is like apples of gold in pitchers of silver, as an earring of gold in an ornament of fine gold, so is the wise reprover upon an obedient ear. As the cold of snow in the time of harvest, so is a faithful messenger to them that send him, for he refreshes the soul of his masters. Whoso boasteth himself of a false gift is like clouds of wind without rain. So the way I look at it, man, I done set up in here and I done watch you make videos on Jethro being a Levite priest. I done set up in here and watch you tell the brothers and sisters that Samuel was talking to Saul, and we know that Samuel was already passed away. He already gave up the ghost. Saul went and he was seeking a woman with a familiar spirit, basically a witch. So the Most High was the one messing with Saul like that, because he know he was wrong. He was consulting with Necromancer. He was doing consulting with a witch, you know. And you gonna say that Saul's gonna be resting because he talked to Samuel, and they said they was gonna be at rest, like Saul was considered righteous in the eyes of the Most High. If you knew anything about the story, Saul was cut into pieces and burnt up outside the land. He didn't even sleep with his fathers. So, and now you telling all the Israelites out here that we got to shave our beards off. You know, that only applies to Levite priests. Man, I'm sick of this dude, man. Let's go to Exodus 19, another scripture where he misled people in that video. I'm gonna go to Exodus chapter 19. Okay, if you go back on his video when he talking about who needs a beard, I want you to peep this. We're gonna go Exodus chapter 19. In the 3rd month, when the children of Israel were gone forth of the land of Egypt, the same day came they into the wilderness of Sinai, for they were departed from Rephidim and were come to the desert of Sinai, and pitched in the wilderness, and Israel camped before the mount. And Moses went up unto the Most High, and the Most High called unto him out of the mountain, saying, Thus shalt thou say to the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel, ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians. Now, if you would go back to that video, he stops reading right there where it says the Egyptians, and he jumps all the way down to verse 6. And right when he started reading verse 6, he says, this is Levi. He said, and ye shall be priests unto me in the kingdom. He stops and say, this is Levi. But if you was to keep reading where it cuts off when the Most High says, ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bare you on eagle wings and brought you unto myself. Now therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then you shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine, and ye shall be priests. Ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. He's talking to the whole nation of Israel right here. He's not just talking to the Levites. Quit trying to make excuses because you don't want to stand up for the Most High. That's the bottom line. I'm the type, if my job required me to shave my face, if my job required me not to honor the Most High's Shabbat day, I don't work there. Some of my brothers and sisters, they don't recognize the Sabbaths. I mean, that's something y'all got to deal with. But for me, the Most High put us in captivity. He knew we was going into Egypt again over here in the United States. Okay? He knew what system we was going to be under. So the 7th day of the week is the 7th day of the week. I'm not going to argue and debate it, but that's just how I feel about things, and that's what I'm rolling with. And that's, it's all thus say the Most High. But when you come out here and you intentionally skip over scriptures to try to prove your point, man, to me, that's wicked. And I just had to say something about it. I want to say peace to all Israel, shalom, to all, everybody who's trying to do the right thing and come back to the laws, statutes, and commandments. All of the laws, statutes, and commandments, the ones that we can do here in captivity. And I just want to say all praise to the Most High, strong one, and Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom.